Kamusta? Mabuhay! Magandang gabi and welcome back to MGND ko. Ako po si Ovela, and who here enjoys horror movies? I have to admit that I do, okay? I don't enjoy the horror movies that are based on just blood, like for example, the Saw movies. I did enjoy the first one because it had also a psychological aspect to it, but all the others, it was just for blood. The horror movies that get to me are the ones with spirits, ghosts, exorcism, in that realm. And as much as I get scared, like seriously, after I watch a movie like that, even if it's bad, I spend a horrible night the night I watch it, But I don't know why, I just find it fascinating. And in Algeria, where I grew up, we do believe in that crap. That's the thing. And I've been told by Filipinos that you guys also believe in that stuff, and you believe in a lot of weird creatures. And that is why today I was super excited to react to this video. I haven't been excited to react to a video like this in a long time. So this video is called 10 Mythical Creatures in the Philippines Part 1. I am so excited to see what mythical creatures Filipinos I guess invented or believe in, so there you go. But before we start, please consider following me on Instagram at Music Game News, and if you enjoy horror movies, even if you don't, let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite horror movie. When I say favorite, is the movie that scared the crap out of you, And in my case, it's The Exorcist, the first one, the old one, with the girl that turns her head and everything. I watched it, I didn't sleep for a week. I was even afraid to go to the bathroom, bruh, it was just too much. So yeah, I'm counting on you to tell me in the comment section. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. The Philippines has a large variety of mythical creatures, especially in the countryside, rural areas. Most of Filipinos believe that they exist despite the fact that there is no scientific evidence for any of these creatures. See, that's why I said the creatures that Filipinos believe in, or invented in a way. Philippine myths still have an active role in the lives of rural Filipinos. The countless myths circulating throughout the Filipino countryside contain a large variety of mythical creatures. It's these types of creatures that you can make good movies about. Look at that creature, man. To this day, the mythical beings still play an active role in the lives of many Filipinos and sometimes used to scare children. Yeah! My dad used to tell me stories like this to scare us. The Real Facts presents 10 mythical creatures in the Philippines. Duende. Duende are goblins, hobgoblins, elves, or dwarves. These are creatures that play a certain amount of mischief on humans, though from time to time they are also considered house guardians. Oh, it's like in Harry Potter with Dobby. They live in small hills that look like ant hills, big trees like Nara, and abandoned houses. They become scary if someone will destroy their home and punish the culprit with the myriad of ailments such as swelling or vomiting, and also curse. Hence, the phrase tabi tabi po is usually used to pay respect to their presence. Okay, I'll remember that if I go to the rural areas of the Philippines. Tabi tabi po. Is he throwing up? Filipinos would leave food on the floor so that the duende residing or guarding the house would not be angry with them. Yeesh, okay. They also take your things and laugh at you when you try to find it. They give it back when they feel like it or when you tell them to please give it. Okay. Okay, well, those are not very scary, duendes. Tikbalang. Half man and half horse creature. It has a horse's head, the body of a human, but with the feet of the horse. Okay, so it's the opposite of what we see in Hollywood movies, where it's usually the head and upper body of a man, but the bottom of a horse. Okay. Damn, that looks scary. It travels at night to rape female mortals. Holy. The raped women will then give birth to more tikbalang. Yee! So it's a horny demon. They are also believed to cause travelers to lose their way, particularly in mountainous or forest areas. Okay. Tikbalangs are very playful with people, and they usually make a person imagine things that aren't real. Sometimes a tikbalang will drive a person crazy. Ooh. We've seen these type of demons in movies, right? That do these types of tricks. This is counteracted by wearing one's shirt inside out. Another countermeasure is to ask permission out loud to pass by or not to produce too much noise while in the woods in order not to offend or disturb the tikbalang. Okay. By one account, a tikbalang has a mane of sharp spines, with the three thickest of these being of particular importance. A person who obtains one of these spines can use them as an anting talisman in order to keep the tikbalang as his servant. Wow, bro, that is power. They have 3 golden hairs, and if you pluck 3 of them before he/she eats you, they will serve you until you die. Well, there you go. That is the solution. They become like your genie, basically. Your humble servant. Manananggal. Manananggal. Manananggal is an Aswang that can fly after separating itself from the lower half of its body. What? It eats babies and fetuses from a mother's womb. It eats babies by means of passing their long tongue through a small hole from the roof of a house. Holy, that is disturbing. Ugh. There. The sharp end of the tongue touches the mother's navel to suck the blood of the fetus or unborn child. Who comes up with creatures like this, man? This creature's name was derived from the Filipino word Tangal, which means to separate, because of the Manananggal's ability to separate itself from its lower body. But why would it do that? Why would it even separate itself from its lower body? Does it have a purpose? Like, it reminds me of lizards. You know, when you catch the lizard's tail, it separates it from its body willingly, right? So maybe it's a way for this creature to escape. A manananggal can also be a sorceress that visits villagers and barrios. To feed, the self-segmenter chooses an isolated place where she will leave her lower torso while she hunts at night. When she separates from her lower torso, she then gains her ability to fly. Oh, lower torso, just torso. So as soon as she separates from the bottom of her body, she can fly. Okay, so I guess it has a purpose. Sunlight is deadly to the manananggal when she is in her monstrous form. Should her two halves still be separate with the coming of dawn, she will be destroyed. Oh. Okay. Now I understand better. So I think they just didn't explain it very well. So I think this is like a woman, okay, that is cut in half when she transforms, okay, into a monster, and she her wings appear when she transforms and is cut in half. Okay, so she's also like a vampire because she cannot survive the sunlight. According to legends, to destroy the manananggal, one should search for the lower torso that she leaves behind during her nightly hunts. Salt, ash, or garlic should then be placed on the exposed flesh, preventing the monster from combining again and leaving it vulnerable to sunlight. Oh, yo, you gotta make a movie about this. This one is super interesting. See, garlic, just like vampires. Wow, this one is so scary. Caprese. The Caprese is a demon tree, but with more human characteristics. They are giants with glowing red eyes, sharp teeth, very long fingernails, huge trunk-like legs, brown hair, and usually have a beard. They are as tall as 7 to 9 feet. Okay. Are they like ogres? Another characteristic of this monster is that they love to smoke a big ganja pipe. Well, this one is the best. That never burns out and is believed that the smell of it would attract human attention. Oh my god. The imagination, man. That's awesome. Ganja pipe. They like to wear indigenous northern Philippine clothes called a bahag and a belt that can make him invisible. Wow, that one is creepy. Unlike most of Filipino monsters, they are not evil, or like to eat people or fetuses. They just enjoy to scare children that like to stay late at night. Also love to indulge in humans' vices like gambling, drinking, and smoking. Okay. Some myths say that he always carries a beautiful white stone, and if you manage to obtain it, he will grant you wishes. Another interesting thing is that if you become friends with him, you will be able to see it, and if you sit on it, the rest of the people will see it as well. What? Yo. So it's also like a genie. Oh my goodness, this image will haunt me forever. Mamba Barang, Mamba Barang, Mamba Barang. Is this Kobe Bryant ring? Because you know, Kobe Bryant is called the Mamba, the Black Mamba. Mamba Barang. Yaish, so freaking scary. The Mamba Barang is the Filipino version of a sorcerer, and the name is derived from the word barang. The verb baragon or hiwatan means to place a hex. A curse in Filipino is a sumpa. They are ordinary human beings with black magic who torture and later kill their victims by infesting their bodies with insects. I really don't like insects, and that's one of the many reasons why I don't see myself living in Algeria again, for example, because in Algeria there are a lot of insects and they get into your house, okay? Here in Canada, it's very rare that you see insects in the house, especially in my house, okay? Because winter is harsh and they cannot survive winter, and that's fantastic. And I hate mosquitoes above all else, because they can't let you sleep, you know? I just hate mosquitoes, and there are none here. During summertime there are, you know, but I keep my windows closed, and even if I open them, there is the you know, the mosquito, what do you call it, like the mosquito net, yes, that doesn't let them get in. So wonderful. They use a strand of hair from their chosen victim and tie it to the bugs or worms which they will use as a medium. When they pick the bug, the victim immediately experiences the intended effect. Oh, okay. So basically, the victim becomes the bug in a way. Yeah, so the victim and the bug become one. They're tied. The Mamba Barang keeps his beetles in a bottle or a section of bamboo, carefully feeding them ginger root. These demons remind me of the monsters and demons that you encounter in the video game The Witcher. When the practitioner decides to employ his dark art, he performs a prayer ritual wherein he whispers instructions and identifies the victim to the beetles. Bakunawa. Oh, looks like a dragon. Bakunawa is a dragon in Philippine mythology that is often represented as a gigantic sea serpent. It is believed to be the cause of eclipses. It is believed that he or she was just turned into a dragon as punishment. Wow. This one reminds me of the large serpent from the video game, the last God of War video game. Bakunawa was a beautiful Diwata fairy in the sea. Some say she was a Naga and was the most powerful. One night she saw the 7 moon and was captivated by their beauty and longed to possess them. It appears as a giant sea serpent with a mouth the size of a lake, a red tongue, whiskers, gills, small wires at its sides, and 2 sets of wings. One is large and ash gray, while the other is small and is found further down its body. Tales about the Bakunawa say that it is the cause of eclipses. The Bakunawa, amazed by their beauty, would rise from the ocean and swallow the moons whole, angering Bathala and causing them to be mortal enemies. So Bathala is God. Tiana or Impacto. Oh my god, they look horrifying. What the hell are these? Ugh. Tiana are babies who died before receiving baptism rites. After death, they go to a place known as Limbo, a chamber of hell which unbaptized dead people fall into and are transformed into evil spirits. Oh god. These phantasms return into the mortal realm in the form of goblins to eat living victims. The Tiana can also be the offspring of a woman and a demon. It can also be an aborted fetus which comes back to take revenge on its mother. Oh my god, this is just disturbing and dark. Nasty. Man, people have crazy imagination. Most Tianaks are said to live in forests. If they see a human, they transform into what looks like a normal baby. Oh, damn. When the person notices the Tianak and comes near to take a look at it, the Tianak changes back to its true form and eats its prey. Santelmo. The Mangalio or Santelmo appears in the form of a ball of fire. Okay. The term Santelmo is the shortened form of the Tagalog word Apoy ni San Elmo, Saint Elmo's fire. Okay. For other countries, it is like a wisp, an atmospheric ghost light seen by travelers at night, especially over bogs, swamps, or marshes. Doesn't seem too scary. St. Elmo's fires have ranged from a ghostly dancing flame to natural fireworks. The flame is heatless and non-consuming, occasionally accompanied by a hissing sound. Okay, that's an odd mythical creature. Seems okay, doesn't seem too dangerous. It was scientifically explained as electric fields which have diverged from the lines. However, the sightings were reported since the Spanish era. Yeah, that one is okay. Mangogolem. sorcerers who cast evil spells to humans. This bewitcher is also called Mangogolem. The Mangogolem uses dark magic. Resembles the other one that it was like number 5, I think. The difference between a mambabarang, there you go, the mambabarang, and a Mangogolem is that the mambabarang uses magical insects to bring harm to his victims. True. Kulam is a form of folk magic practiced in the Philippines. It puts emphasis on the innate power of the self and a secret knowledge of magika baja, or low magic. Earth, soil, fire, herbs, spices, candles, oils, and kitchenwares and utensils are often used for rituals, charms, spells, and potions. Okay, well, this is just like a regular sorcerer. A witch. Primary methods employed by a Mangogolem are candle lighting ritual, scrying or tawas, recitation of spells, and concocting potions. Yeah, it's the usual witch that you see in movies. Modern popular culture also depicts the Mangogolem as using either photographs or the equivalent of a voodoo doll. Yeah. Whew. All right, number 10. Best for last, Aswang. Looks like a werewolf. Oh, Aswangs are shapeshifters. They are human-like by day, but transform into different monstrous forms to harass and eat awake humans at night or day. Or day? They can't eat during daytime because, they have the human shape. Especially pregnant women who are about to give birth. There's a lot of creatures here that enjoy eating either pregnant women or their babies. Aswangs can change form from a human to an animal form, usually as a big black bird with a long tongue, tik. As a half-bodied monster, mananangggal as a bat, a cat, a pig, or a black dog. Alright, they did not mention a wolf. So it cannot be a werewolf. But it's the same principle because, werewolves are essentially humans that transform into big wolves at night. Aswangs appear at night, rarely during the day, to prey upon unwary travelers or sleeping people. It is said that they have a peculiar liking for the taste of human liver. Also have a peculiar liking for the fetus of pregnant women and are said to find their quarry by the scent of the mother, which to the Aswang smells like ripe jackfruit. Oh man, that is one disturbing picture. Whew, it gives me chills. Upon finding the house of the pregnant mother, the tik alights on the roof, from where it stretches its tongue until it is as thin as a thread and uses it to enter the womb and feast on the fetus. Well, this is kind of the same concept as the, woman that transforms into this creature with wings, with long tongue, and splits, from the bottom half of her body to eat fetuses like that. Ugh. All right, well, the thing is, a lot of these creatures seem to share similarities, you know, same attributes, if you will, you know. So it really sounds like this is coming from the imagination of Filipinos, you know, and that obviously it does, you know, it's not like they actually saw this stuff, but it's still very interesting. And the ones that really scared me is the woman that, you know, splits in half and eats babies or fetuses, and the kids, the ugly babies, you know, that look like babies and then they transform into monsters and eat their victims. Ugh, that is just disturbing. But for sure, there is potential here to make some very disturbing movies that will prevent me from sleeping at night. Also, what are your irrational fears? You know, like, I'm scared of whales, for example. You know, it just scares me to know that I could be in the sea and a massive, massive animal can just be in the same area as I am and could kill me by just flicking me like this. You know, that is one irrational fear of mine. I also don't like insects. I mean, I'm used to them, you know, I live with them. I've killed a bunch, I guess, when I was younger. You know, I killed the occasional spider. Let's be honest, we've all done it. And yeah, but I still don't like insects. I also don't like snakes, even though when I was a kid, I did hold a snake in my arms and around my neck and everything. It's the weirdest feeling ever. So yeah, I'd like to know what your irrational fears are. And yeah, tell me what you thought about this video. Maraming salamat po. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you for watching. Subscribe here and please like the video to show your support and appreciation for my work, and turn on the notification bell to be poked for future content. Yayayum!